up, Pikul Peeps? Oh yeah, we are still here in Ray Jane's house. Don't you love this giant TV that we haven't turned on once behind me? We talked about last night, like, oh, let's watch a movie. Yeah, we both passed right out after like working because we're workaholics. But it's so much more fun to work like with your friends in person than just through the internet. But yeah, anyway, all of that work is bringing me to today's topic, that little tiny bites of success can propel you miles in your business. So if you have been feeling, let me know if this is you, if you're feeling like, I don't know how to test my offers, I don't know if anybody likes my product, I don't know, and then it just makes you feel depressed. And you're like, I don't want to do anything. Right? You get me? Any of that? You? Is that you at all? Like, I totally get in that vibe. Everyone I know gets in that vibe of just like, nothing I do is working. I can't get motivated to do anything. All of that horrible shit thought right there. Yeah, I curse on this channel, whatever. So, Ray Jane's laughing at me now. I made her laugh. But what I want to say is there is a workaround to that. And you might not like it or you might love this, but it's true. And the workaround is itty bitty baby step successes. If you are in a zone, if you are in a period, if you are in the mindset you just don't want to do work, then I encourage you to pick one minuscule thing and get it done. So I swear this book exists, but I haven't ever been able to find it. I swear that when I would actually go to bookstores, every time on the end caps, it was like N+1 is something I remember. That's the title, the subtitle, any of that. I have Amazon and I can't find this book. I don't think I imagined it, but you never know. And the premise of the book, so I don't think I imagined it, was that we're all intimidated by big tasks. We all get overwhelmed, bogged down, any of that by big tasks. And the more big tasks we lay on ourselves, or the longer it takes to complete the big task, just the heavier it feels, the more pressure it feels weighing us down. But the way to get around that is to, I think I had a rule that you wanted to work on something for 2 minutes and be like, okay, I hate this thing I gotta do. I'm not motivated to do it. Nothing I want, it's the very last thing I wanna do. I don't need to get done. So you know what? I'm gonna work on it for 2 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer for 2 minutes. Do timers sound kind of familiar? Like, you know how I love Pomodoro with timers and permissions and all of that? Well, this one is like way baby Pomodoro. So I'm gonna work for just 2 minutes. And at the end of 2 minutes, when that timer goes, I can stop. And I don't have to keep going on it. And the funny thing is who is going to say no to working on something for just 2 minutes, right? Like, that's such an easy, besides Ray Jane, who's raising her hand there. If you were able to put on a timer for 120 seconds, 2 minutes, 1/30th of an hour, would you be able to say like, yes, I can do my best, I can commit to 2 minutes? Everyone should be able to commit to 2 minutes. If you can't, like, comment below. I want to know if you cannot commit to 2 minutes, or if you can. But saying like, okay, and at the end of 2 minutes, I can stop. I can walk away from this. I can be done. I don't have to touch it or look at it again today. Like, that's a really freeing thought, isn't it? That it's like, I don't have to. I worked on it for 2 minutes and I'm done. But the cool thing that tends to happen with this, most of the time, and this is the premise I remember from the book that I can't find and doesn't seem to exist on Amazon. I don't know. I swear it was N+1. Something like that. Every time I look for that, I end up with like engineering books. Like, I don't know. I didn't dream it. I didn't make it up. It was on the bookcases, on the end caps. It was a bestseller until I went to go buy it, and then it didn't exist at all. Does anyone know this book? But the coolest thing is that just the very act of getting started, just the very plain, simple act of getting started shifts us into the ability to work longer. It's the same thing outside your business. I'm going to clean for just 2 minutes. I'm going to do dishes for 2 minutes. I'm going to fold laundry for 2 minutes. You can't really drive anywhere in 2 minutes that I know of. I'm going to go outside and walk for 2 minutes. Any task that you're just like, oh, you don't want to do, I'm going to do it for just 2 minutes. And the beautiful thing is that once you start, you're like, oh, maybe I'm going to do another 2 minutes. Maybe I'll do 10 minutes. And all of a sudden, you're actually working on your thing. You're actually progressing forward on your thing until you make substantial progress, or maybe it gets done. So you have my permission here. If you're struggling you follow the 2-minute rule and be like, I'm going to do it for 2 minutes. If you're above that and able that, then check out the Pomodoro technique linked above over there, I think. I think it's that side, that side, that side, that side. I don't know. I think it's that side. I could be totally wrong, and it could be that side. Whichever side it is, it's linked. To check out the introduction to the Pomodoro technique, which is a rule of 25 minutes. I'm going to work on this thing. I'm going to set my task. I'm going to work for 25 minutes, and then I can stop. That's Pomodoro. This one is like intro, not intro to Pomodoro, but like baby steps. This is even worse than training wheels. I think this is like the butt scoot version of it. But it's all about getting started, because so much of what is resistant to us is the idea of the massive thing, and it's just, it's so overwhelming, and so much we just don't want to do it. But if you just get started on it and make a little bit of headway, that little bit of headway gets really, really addicting. So what the heck inspired me to talk about all this today? It's because I just finished a new lead funnel, which is for Coach Andrew George's summit, the Embroidery Entrepreneur Virtual Summit. See, I'm finally rolling that right off the tongue. You guys can still sign up. You can still, if you're watching this between June 14th and June 16th, you can still get the free ticket. I don't know what Andrew is doing afterwards or whatnot. But anyway, so I just finished putting together a sweet lead magnet for that. A sweet, super sweet offer. Like, this is ridiculously sweet. I'm talking about my 2022 holiday profit planning cheat sheet. And yeah, I said cheat sheet. I totally went above and beyond, just dumping and pouring spoils on these people. Yeah, so you totally want to get in the summit and watch my video if you're able to. And if not, like, I don't know, go pester Andrew George. He's got his own channel. It's linked on my channel. And just tell him you want access to the summit. Like, I don't know, go annoy him. I can't give you guys access afterwards. It's not my thing. But so this is like a super, super sweet deal for them. And I'll be honest, like, I built the thing. I built the planner. Like, that was fine. But putting the funnel part behind it, so it's like anything, like, we can make the products, but putting them on the website is like, putting them up on Etsy, any of that stuff. Like, the building and construction part is fine. It's the selling mechanism of it. It's the presentation mechanism of it that is like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to take product photos. I don't want to build a funnel. I don't want to build a sales page. I don't want to put them on the website. Like, come on, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, right? But first off, like, people will be clicking this link tomorrow, so I really gotta have it up. I gotta have it done. But on the flip side to that is, by working on this and by making these little teeny tiny headway points on this project, I am so excited to continue working on it. My ideas are just flowing and running like crazy. It's running like a runny nose here about what, that's just my allergies talking, about like what other things I could put together, what other offers, what other ways to present this, what other ways to like 10x this offer to 10x gift guide challenge, all of those really cool things. And just, it's so great because we get stuck in that, and part of that is getting stuck in our own heads because we're not seeing anything, we're not bringing anything into reality, we're not offloading any of those ideas, like I've talked about before, and putting them into reality where we can look at it. It may be a digital product, but it's so much more tangible in there. And once the ideas in our head are out of our head, that weight is off of our shoulders, because now it's a tangible thing. It's like giving birth. Really, no, but still, you know what I mean. That makes it so much easier to get excited again about our projects, to get excited again about our business, to get excited and follow through on the rest of things. And if you allow it, that momentum, that excitement just snowballs, and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows until you're doing amazing things without even thinking about it. So, how does that sound to you, Pickle Peeps? I'm so excited about this thing. And like, the 2-minute rule is awesome too. I didn't employ that today. Regina's like, sit your ass down and work. No, she didn't say it that meanly. And we played around personality type tests all this morning, but that's besides the point. Maybe I'll come in. Are you guys interested in personality types? Like we did DISC and 16 personalities and Enneagram that I don't understand at all, and love languages. Surprise, surprise, my number one love language is gifting. Who'd have thunk? Right? Who would have guessed that one? But yeah, so let me know if you're interested in more stuff like that. And I know tomorrow is going to be super exciting because we're going to be at the we're going to be registering really for the Unlock the Secrets conference. And I cannot wait to give you guys a little bit of insider behind the scenes action going on there. So awesome stuff to look forward to on this channel coming up, and make sure it's linked down below that you have signed up for Andrew's Embroidery Entrepreneur Virtual Summit. This is valid for you even if you are not an embroiderer, okay? Embroidery, I believe Andrew did a misnomer on the summit, seriously. It should have been the Personalization Business Summit, not the Embroidery Entrepreneur. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. You got the double E going on and whatnot. But really, when he's talking embroidery, he's talking sublimation, like heat press, any of those personalization businesses. And so much of what's in the summit is also for businesses that are not personalized. Like I'm a jewelry business and I don't personalize shit, and I almost made Regine spit her water out. I'm not putting the camera on you, Regine. You're safe. Yeah, so it's an extreme misnomer on the summit because there's so much amazing stuff. I'm so excited for the Profit First, for the mindset stuff, you guys, and the social media strategies from Regine and a bunch of other coaches on there. So there's so much great stuff in there that is not embroidery specific or personalization specific, but really if you're in the personalization industry, like, you need to be in the summit, okay? So that's linked down below. And with that, I'm gonna say sayonara here. For the Handmade How, I'm Melissa Pikul, your host, your entertainer, your laughing stock, I don't know. And you guys have a freaking epic day while you're building your epic business. All right.